Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Not everyone, but a lot of people have been asking for a cheer yoga video, and I'm sorry I'm just now getting around to doing it. The world's just kind of been crazy, and despite that I hope you guys are doing well yourselves. So we'll go ahead and get started. Coming into our seat here. If you have a chair that doesn't have arms, that is preferable. Fold out chair would be really nice. And typically, my students and I like to start with something behind the back. And that can be a block, or we use a ball. If you also have like a firm small pillow, or just like your yoga mat rolled up, you can stick that behind the back just to have something to bring behind the shoulders, something we can place behind ourselves to really open the heart space and to make room for our breath here. Try to bring those ankles below the knees. And then here we can either just let those arms rest heavily by the sides, or we can let the arms rest in the lap. Palms can be facing up for more of an opening effect, or if you'd like to place them down for more grounding. If you'd like to try with one hand up, one hand down, just kind of playing around with those options and seeing which one resonates with you. And then once you found a comfortable position, we can close the eyes here. As we begin to arrive into this moment, noticing the air all around us, how it feels touching the skin, maybe blowing through your hair. Noticing how it feels as it enters and leaves the body through the breath. And then trying to make the breath longer on our inhales and exhales. On the inhales, try to send the air down into the low belly. Allow that area in the low ribs to expand and come out. And on our exhales, we'll draw the navel back in towards the spine. Really relaxing here. Just letting go, letting ourselves and our bodies breathe. As we sit here with our mindful breathing, our reading today is by Julie Wyland. Change is not only inevitable, but always happening. When you truly embrace this concept of change being constant, the only thing left to do is grow, detach, venture inwards, touch the spirit, and find your source, the one responsible for keeping you grounded through the ever-changing seasons of life. On our next inhale, let's bring the shoulders up towards the ears. On our exhale, bring them down and back. We'll take a cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, pull the crown of the head up towards the sky. On our exhale, gently releasing our chin down towards the chest. Take a nice long inhale here through the nose. Feeling that stretch between the shoulder blades. Exhaling here, relaxing a little bit deeper into our stretch. Next inhale, let's roll our right ear over towards the right shoulder. Exhale, relax. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's roll that chin back down towards the chest. Rolling through towards the left ear, take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And on your exhale, releasing chin down towards the chest. With our next breaths, just beginning to make any kind of neck circles that feel good to you. I like taking this time to try to move as slowly as I possibly can. Really bringing my awareness to the sensations that I'm feeling in my neck, in my head, in my back, in my arms, my shoulders. If we do decide to bring the head back, forehead to sky, maybe keep that chin tucked in towards the chest a little bit to protect our neck. But just do what feels good to you today. And we'll come back up to center. Taking a breath here. Our next inhale, let's sweep our arms up and out to the sides. Pulling through the fingertips like we're trying to pull our arms out of the sockets. Bring our palms together. On the exhale, flip the palms away from one another and then start to press that ear down towards the earth. Moving our bodies with our breath here. Inhale, rising. Fill up that belly. And exhale, releasing. We can close the eyes here and maybe imagine our arms are moving through something viscous like sand or water or honey, or just whatever kind of image gives you serenity today. We're going to take an inhale, bring our arms back up to the sky. This time on our exhale, let's cactus or goalpost the arms. Start to bring those elbows back to open the heart. Maybe even lean back onto our chair, whatever we have between the shoulders. Take an inhale, come back up to the center, bring those arms back up together. Exhale, open the heart. Maybe even bring the forehead up towards the sky. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, rising. Exhale, lowering. So inhale one more time up. Then on our exhale, let's bring our prayer down to the heart center. We'll take our grounding breath here in and out through the nose as we inhale gratitude for ourselves. And exhale, sending out gratitude for others. Beautiful. We can release those hands down here in the lap, or we can release them down by the chair, whatever feels good. We're going to extend that right leg out. So think about pressing your heel towards the front of the room, bringing the toes back towards the face. Then on our exhale, we're going to release that leg down. Inhale, extend, push through the heel. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Let's inhale, kick that leg out. This time on our exhale, we're going to point those toes. Inhale, flex back towards the face. Exhale, point. Inhale. And exhale. And then making some circles here with the ankles in either direction. And finding stillness, will reverse direction whenever you're ready. And finding our stillness, we can release that leg back down, nice and slow. And then inhale, extend that left leg out. Exhale down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, out. Exhale, release. We'll inhale, kick that leg out. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale. And exhale. Good deal. Finding those ankle circles here. Maybe spreading our toes out wide if we're barefoot or if we have room in our shoe. And reverse direction once you're ready. We'll take an inhale and then exhale, release. Awesome. Let's place our prop down by the side or maybe under the chair. Just get out of the way for a moment. We'll come to the front half of our chair, finding our happy stacks, as I like to call them. So ankles under the knees, nice straight line. We're just sending that force down into the floor. Hands can come to the knees. We'll begin our cat-cow flow here. So once we inhale, we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together, start to puff the chest out, look out towards the sky, tailbone is sticking out. On our exhale, start to tuck that tailbone under as we round the back and bring the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, bring the tailbone out, squeeze the shoulder blades together, arch the back, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back, chin to chest. Flowing through this at your own pace. Thinking of our spine here as a wave, starting from the tailbone and letting that head be the last thing that follows. Awesome. After your exhale, we'll come back to our easy seated pose here, a neutral spine. Let's bring our arms up on our inhale. And on our exhale, we'll twist to the right. So that right hand or left hand is going to come to the outside of the right knee. Right arm is going to come to the back of the chair. Take an inhale. Think about lifting up from the rib cage. Pull the crown of the head up. Now on your exhale, see if we can twist a little deeper from the ribs first, and then the chest, and then the chin, looking over that right shoulder. After your last exhale, we'll come back to center. Let's inhale our arms back up to the sky. And on your exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softening a little more into our spinal twist here, looking back towards that right or left thumb. Inhale, arms come back up to center. And exhale, release down to the heart space. Let's take another grounding breath here, in and out through the nose as we inhale compassion for ourselves. And exhale, sending out compassion for others. Awesome. Let's go ahead and sit all the way back in our chair here. We get our sun salutations. If you'd like, you can place your prop between the feet, and that will raise the earth a little bit for us whenever we come to the ground in our seated forward folds. So prop between the feet. We'll take an inhale, arms come up to the sky, pull through the fingertips. On our exhale, we're going to cactus those arms again and bring the chest forward about halfway. Making sure the back is straight. Let's take an inhale here. On our exhale, release our hands down to the knees. We can stay here or we can soften all the way down to the ground. Release the crown of the head towards the earth. Let the neck relax here. On your next inhale, we'll bring those hands back up to the knees. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the heart, look up. On your exhale, we'll release down into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Our left hand is going to come to the earth or to our prop here. We'll take an inhale with that right arm, reach up to the sky, look up towards our right thumb. On your exhale, releasing down to the earth. Inhale, left arm to sky, look up. Exhale, release. This time we're going to let our arms and our head hang heavy. When we inhale, think about rolling up one vertebrae at a time, each one stacking over the other one slowly. We'll bring our arms out to the sides once our head's over the shoulders. Palms come together. We'll take an exhale, bring the prayer to the heart, and cleansing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, arms to sky. And exhale, cactus the arms, bring that heart forward. Take an inhale here in our flat back. Exhale, hands to knees are sliding on down towards the earth. Inhale, coming back up, hands to knees, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, release. Left hand plants down, take an inhale with that right arm up to the sky, look up. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, left arm, reach up. Exhale, release. Upper body hangs heavily. We'll take an inhale, roll up. Bring those arms out to the sides. Palms come together. Exhale to the heart space. Taking a cleansing breath here. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hands to knees are sliding on down. Inhale, hands back to knees. Open the heart, look up. Exhale to the earth. Left hand plants down. Inhale, right arm to sky. Exhale, down. Inhale, that left arm up. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring those arms wide. And exhale down to the heart space. Cleansing breath here. We'll do our sun salutation set again, but we'll add in a few more steps this time. So let's take an inhale, bring those arms wide. This time on our exhale, our back should be all the way against the back of the chair. Let's start to arch the upper back over the back of the chair. Chin stays tucked in towards the chest. Just trying to get a little extension here in the spine. Take an inhale, slowly rise back up to a neutral spine. And then exhale, we'll cactus arms, bring that heart forward. Inhale here. Exhale again, hands to knees are sliding on down. Inhale, back up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, release. Left hand plants down. Take an inhale, bring that right arm up. Try to bring the hand back a little further than you did before. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up. Bring that hand back. And exhale, release. Inhale, roll up that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Arms come wide. And then on our exhale, we'll cactus our arms down. If we have a prop between the feet, squeeze it between the feet. If not, we can just bring the feet together. But on our next inhale, let's straighten those legs out. Take an inhale, fill that belly up. Then our exhale, we're going to empty the belly, twist to the right. Inhale back up to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale to center. And then on our exhale, we'll release those feet down. Hands come back together. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Inhale, arms to sky, reach up. Exhale, start to arch that back slightly over the chair, chin tucked in towards the chest. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, arms come to our cactus, chest comes about halfway forward. Take an inhale here. And exhale, release, hands and knees are sliding down. Inhale, sliding back up. Arch that back, look up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Plant that left hand down. Take an inhale, right arm up. Bring it on back as far as you comfortably can. Exhale, release. Inhale that left arm up, bring it on back. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, roll that spine up. Think about stacking each vertebrae over the other. Take a big inhale, bring those arms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, extend those legs out in front. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, release those feet down. Hands come to the heart. Cleansing breath here. Last one, let's make it count. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Start to arch that back slightly, or maybe going a little further than you did the last 2 times. Inhale, slowly roll back up to center. Exhale, cactus those arms and bring the heart forward. Or flat back, take an inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, back up to the knees. Open heart, look up. And exhale to the earth. Left hand plants. Inhale that right arm up. Try to look up towards that hand if we can. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, release. Inhale, roll that spine up. Bring our arms wide. Palms come together. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, extend those legs out. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. And exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release down. Taking another cleansing breath here. Beautiful. Coming into our warrior series, let's come to the front half of the chair. Awesome. We'll keep our right knee bent. We'll take that left foot out. Left foot comes out either straight in front of us, or we can come out to the side at an angle. If you'd like to grab the prop, give our arms a little bit of a workout here so we can gently squeeze the prop between the hands. We'll take an inhale and bring it up. On your exhale, try to soften our shoulders down. So we don't want crunching here. We want the shoulders down the back. Arms are active, still pressing here. We also want to think about pressing our feet down to the earth. So we're not just sitting in a chair, we're engaging those muscles here. Coming into our warrior one, Virabhadrasana Eka. So maybe close the eyes here once you've gotten yourself settled, and bring your awareness to your breath. Notice where it's at. A lot of the times we want to breathe shallow in the chest, so just try to send it on down to the belly. So we're really using our diaphragm here to breathe. We're going to take another inhale here. On our exhale, we're going to bring the prop in our right hand. We're going to open, the left arm comes behind us, not resting on the chair unless it has to, but really pulling towards the back of the room as we squeeze our prop in that right hand to activate our fingers, our wrists, and our forearm muscles. Coming into our Virabhadrasana Devi, Warrior 2. And our palms should be facing down here. So let's flip the palms up. So different muscles, just holding our arms up here. We'll take an inhale. On our exhale, let's bend our right elbow and try to release it down to the right knee. Our left hand is just gonna extend back behind us here. Still squeezing our prop in that right hand, and then looking back towards the left thumb here for our fighting warrior pose. On your next inhale, pull the fingertips of that left hand back a little further towards the back of the room. And then we're going to wrap that arm around the back. So either the back of that hand is going to come to rest on the small of the back, or we can bring it around to that right hip crease. Gazing at our right hand now, let's extend that arm long. So fingers are pointing down towards the earth. With our back nice and strong, let's take an inhale, start to bring that right arm up, coming into our bound reverse warrior. We'll take one more inhale here. And on our exhale, release. That right arm's going to come down, and our bind with that left arm's going to come out. So our arms are now in our warrior two position. And we'll take one more breath here. And then on our exhale, let's release those arms down to the lap. Maybe shake those shoulders out. Awesome. We can release our block down on the earth here. Or we can put it under the chair. You might need it though, so maybe place it towards the feet. Let's bring the left foot now back under the left knee, and then we'll extend our right leg straight out in front of us. So my angle's not very good here, but heel on the earth, toes are facing up towards the face. We can hold on to the front of the chair if you'd like, if that feels more supportive. Stable for you, or if you'd like, we can take an inhale with both of those arms coming up, and then on our exhale, hinge at the hips. Think about keeping our back as straight as possible, and then we can release those hands down, maybe to the left leg if that's comfortable, or we can release it to the right leg, and then just ease our way down towards that ankle, just until we feel a good stretch in our right hamstring. Keep breathing here. Oh yeah, much better. And if our prop is anywhere nearby, we can put that between our legs on the earth here, coming into our triangle pose. So we can leave that right hand planted anywhere on the right leg that you like, or our block has 3 different levels here, so the flattest, the second level, and the tallest. So we can choose whichever option we want. And then from here, right hand plants down. Let's take an inhale with that left arm up to the sky for our Trikonasana triangle pose. We'll take an inhale here. On our exhale, release that left hand down, either to the block or to the right leg, coming into a revolved triangle. So take an inhale. And on our exhale, we'll bring that right arm up to the sky. Inhale, and on your exhale, release. Both hands come down to that right leg again, or back to that left knee. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, release, coming into our waterfall pose again. With every breath, think about lifting up from the rib cage. So imagine something is pulling us up. Imagine that with every breath, we're sending that air in between our vertebrae, so it's making us a little bit taller. And then on your exhale, just try to soften into that space that you've made for yourself. Staying where we're at here, let's lower our right foot all the way down to the ground. So maybe that right knee then bends a little bit, but we're feeling more of a stretch in the front of that ankle now. After your last exhale, we'll lift our head and then start to walk those hands up the legs, stacking our vertebrae here again. And then keeping the left foot planted under the left knee, we can bring or keep that right foot out long in front of us, or we can bring it out at an angle. Grabbing our block again here, between the hands, really pressing into the prop. Take an inhale, bring those arms up. Reach up as high as you can. And then on your exhale, we can soften the shoulders down and back away from the ears. Again, closing the eyes, noticing the breath, noticing the sensations in the body, noticing any emotions that may be rising up, and then just breathing through those. Take an inhale. On your exhale, we'll bring that prop in the left hand this time. That right arm is going to open back to towards the back of the chair. So our shoulders are now facing the right side of the room. Our gaze is over those left fingertips. Squeeze our prop between the hand or between the fingers. Finding our Virabhadrasana to V, Warrior 2. After your exhale, let's flip those palms to face up. Think about pulling our wrists in opposite directions here. And take an inhale. On your exhale, we'll bend that left elbow, bring it down to the left knee. That right palm's going to open towards the side of the room that we're facing. We're still squeezing our prop with that left hand and then looking back towards that right thumb for our fighting warrior pose. Both feet are pressing down into the earth. And we're breathing into our belly. Try to make our exhales a little bit longer than our inhales. We'll take an inhale, pull those right fingertips towards the back of the room. And then on our exhale, wrap that hand around the back. So just rest on the back, or it can come to the left hip crease here. Our gaze comes to the left hand. Extend our fingers down towards the earth. Keep that back strong. Take an inhale, start to lift that left arm up. Our gaze comes up towards that left palm for our bound reverse warrior. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release our left arm down, release that right arm back behind us, just holding our warrior 2 here for a couple breaths. Take an inhale, and then exhale, release both arms down to the lap. Let's shake those shoulders out again. Awesome. Bringing the right foot back under the right knee. Let's extend that left leg out in front of us, heel and the earth toes up. Maybe that block comes between the feet or under the chair if you don't need it. Hands to the front of the chair, legs or arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, melt that heart forward. Releasing our hands down to the right knee or down towards that left ankle. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften into our waterfall pose. After your last exhale, we'll lift the head. Keep the left hand planted on that left leg, and we'll inhale that right arm open to the sky for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, here, if you'd like to use your block to raise the earth, by all means, make this your practice. Do what you're comfortable with. We're trying to challenge ourselves, but also going with the gut. We know ourselves better than anyone knows us, so do what feels right. One more big belly breath here, and on your exhale, we'll release that right hand down, wherever you're comfortable, as we take an inhale with that left arm open for our revolve triangle pose. Inhale, and on your exhale, we'll release both hands to that left leg. Take another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Staying in this position, but lowering that left foot down to the earth, stretching our ankle. And after your exhale, we'll lift the head, walk those hands back up the legs here. And then we'll bring that left foot back under the knee. From here, let's go ahead and do some standing exercises. Hopefully I can stay in frame for this one. And I'll turn my chair sideways so that you can see what we're doing. Our first one is going to be our downward facing dog. Really work on lengthening those hamstrings. So holding on to the back of the chair here. Let's walk our feet back as far as we can. Think about trying to make an L shape with the body. It's probably not the right shirt to wear with this. Let the hand rest between the biceps here. But I really want to make sure that we're pressing into the back of the chair, and that's going to activate all of those muscles that are holding our shoulder in place. So pressing down, but then releasing the heart. Maybe we can walk our legs out one at a time here. So bending our knee, lifting that heel. And then settling into your downward facing dog whenever you're ready. And slowly start to lift the head. We'll walk those feet back towards the back of the chair. Good deal. And then once we're here, both hands stay on the back. We're going to take that left leg back just as far as you're comfortable. Our foot's going to be turned about a 45-degree angle out to that left side. And then we'll bend that right knee to stack over the right ankle. Actually, no, let's straighten the leg. Let's straighten the leg. We'll practice our Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. So here, we can take an inhale, and then on our exhale, hinge at the hips, melt that heart forward. So this is just a concentrated hamstring stretch on that right side. If we like, we can bend our elbows here, stack them on the back of the chair, maybe let the crown or let the forehead rest here. And we can bring our chest down towards the back of the chair. And then after your exhale, we'll slowly start to rise. And then we'll bend our right knee over the right ankle here. So from here, really think about pressing into the outside of that left foot. Then we'll take an inhale, start to bend at the hips, bring the heart forward towards the back of the chair. And then on our exhale, we're going to press the chair away from us. So really working our triceps here. And I've had people tell me this really, really works their arms. So take it at your own pace, inhaling down, and on the exhale, we're exerting that force. So you can breathe out through the nose or through the mouth. Inhale, lowering. Exhale, press as hard as you can. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more of those. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. From here, we can pick those right toes up, spread them out wide, set them back down. Maybe pick that right heel up, set it back down. We're going to start to shift our weight into that right foot so that we're picking our left foot up off the earth, bringing it out to the side. If you want, you take one hand off the chair. Maybe both hands can come up. If you want a good medium, we can maybe place 2 fingers down. Maybe go down to 1 finger. Or maybe no hands. Let's maybe take that right arm out to the side. Finding your balance. Maybe make some ankle circles with that left foot. And take an inhale, and then we'll exhale back down. Awesome. Coming to the back of the chair again. Take that left foot back. Nope, we just did that. Right foot back. Pressing into the outside of that right foot now. Straighten the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Here we want to think also about bringing the right hip forward, left hip shifts back. See if that changes the sensation that you're feeling in that left leg. Taking your modification of this with the arms. I don't have a lot of room here, but if you'd like to extend your arms out long, and we can rest them on the back of the chair here, we can find our Kali Mudra. So that's fingers interlaced, except for the index fingers and the thumbs being extended in together. So we can let those arms rest on the back of the chair, finding our mudra. We can find our alligator pose arms, letting the head rest on the arms. Or this is crocodile, not alligator. There's a difference, I'm sure. Then lifting the head, bring those arms back to the back of the chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, hinge at the hips, bring the heart forward. Exhale, press the chair away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Let's do 2 more. Awesome. Lifting our left toes up, spread them out. Set them back down. Left heel comes up and down. Shifting our weight into that left leg, take an inhale, step forward, but keep that right foot above the earth. You can stay here with the right hand on the chair and extend that left arm out long. You can go down to 2 fingers with the right hand, maybe to 1 finger, or maybe release it down. Finding our counterbalance, making some ankle circles. That challenges our balance a little more. Take an inhale here, and exhale, release. Awesome. Cool. All right, from here, we'll come into our Utkatasana chair pose. So holding on to the back of the chair, we'll start to bend the knees, but mostly the bend is coming from the hips. So we want the knees slightly bent, but we don't want the knees coming forward. We want the knees stacked over the ankles, and our bottom's going to come back like we're sitting in a chair. We also want the tailbone tucked under. That's just going to bring the pelvis up closer to the ribs, really engage the core. Our feet can be together, or they can be at hips distance or wider, depending on your comfortability. We're going to sink our bottoms down as low as you'd like. Maybe lift the toes here because we want our weight into the heels. We can keep the toes lifted for a challenge. We can extend one arm out long. We can bring it to the heart center. If you'd like, we can bring both hands to heart or extend them out. Breathing down into the belly. We'll find a flow here. So on our inhale, we're going to stay here. And on our exhale, we're going to come forward to the toes, lift the heels, and then bring the hands either down to rest on the back of the chair, or arms can come behind us for a hummingbird pose. Inhale, float back on the heels, lift the toes, arms come up. Exhale, lift the heels, bring the arms down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that 2 more times just because I know you can do it. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. We'll inhale, come into our chair pose. And exhale, extend those legs, bring the arms down. Good job, good job. From here, let's bring our feet about hips distance, not hips distance, chair width distance, or we can bring them out wider. Our toes are gonna face out about 45 degrees each. Or when we bend the knees, if the knees start to go in, we can bring the toes in, and that's gonna kind of prevent that from being as exaggerated. So toes face out. And then from here, let's bend the knees. Think about coming into the chair pose, so we want the bottom back. Coming into our goddess squat. So we'll take an inhale, straighten the legs. On our exhale, try to sink those hips down as low as you can get them. Bring the knees back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squat. We can start to incorporate our arms here. So inhale, maybe one arm up. Exhale, lower. Or we can do both. Inhaling up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Scratch the skies. Exhale, lower. Scratch the floor. Following this at your own pace with your own breath. Whew. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Awesome. Inhale, rise. And then our exhale, release those hands to the chair. Heel toe our feet back to center. And then we'll come back to our seated pose. We can grab our prop here if we'd like. Coming into our Navasana boat pose. So I think when I do this pose, I usually have the block between the feet or maybe it's my knees, but we'll come to the first or the front half of your chair, and then start to lean the back all the way back against the back of the chair. Maybe I'll turn sideways and show you all what it looks like. So front half of the chair, start to lean up back here. And then from here we can squeeze the block or the ball or whatever we have, squeeze it between the knees, or we can put it between the feet. Bring those knees up towards the chest, trying to make a V shape with the upper and the lower body. From here we can extend those legs out if our hamstrings have been stretched enough. My pants in this chair are very frictionless. Okay, from here we can stay. We can bring those palms facing down towards the earth. We'll bring them forward. Bring them to prayer. Just play around with it. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, but it's fun and it should just be fun. Keep breathing. We'll take one more inhale, and then on your exhale, we'll release those feet down, and then move our prop out of the way. Awesome. I've probably worked our core and our quads there, so we'll stretch those out just a little bit before we come into our Shavasana. So let's scoot over to the right side of the chair. We want to hold on to the edge with that left hand, and then bring that right foot behind us, just as far back as we can. You can even bring it on your block if you have one. Top of the foot can come to the block. Maybe that allows you to scoot it back a little easier, or maybe it provides you with a little more of a stretch. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, so scooting it back. We can bring that right arm up, take an inhale. On your exhale, we can even start to lean that back against the back of the chair, maybe look up, and that's gonna elongate this whole front side of the body. Our next inhale, we'll bring that chin towards the chest, start to rise back to our neutral spine. And then exhale, release that right arm down. Bring that right arm back to center. Bring our prop with us if we used it. Scooting to the left side of the chair. Slide that left foot behind us. Holding onto the side here with the right hand. There we go. Awesome. Once you've found that nice stretch, take an inhale with that left arm up. Exhale, start to lean that back against the back of the chair, maybe looking up slightly. Keeping our chin tucked in to protect the throat. Next inhale, bring chin to chest, start to rise. And exhale, release that arm down. And we'll bring our feet and our bottoms back to our center. Grabbing our prop, if we enjoyed having that behind us for the start of our practice, we can place that behind the shoulder blades here. Bring our feet below the knees, stacking our shoulders above the rib cage above the pelvis. Beginning to wind down. slowing the breath. We can lift our hands here, maybe make some gentle wrist circles. Spreading our fingers out wide and bringing them back together, making fists. Reversing direction once you're ready. Awesome. And then finding our stillness, we can let those hands rest on the lap, palms down for grounding, palms up for opening, one of each for a good balance, or arms can rest down at the sides. Coming into your expression of Shavasana, final relaxation pose. There's also an option here if you'd like to practice Supta Baddha Konasana. We can bring our prop between the feet, or we can just bring the bottoms of the feet together to rest on the prop or to rest on the earth. Our bottoms are going to come to the front of the chair, and we can rest the back all the way back. If we have our mat rolled up behind us, it might be tall enough to rest the head on, or we can just keep the chin kind of tucked in towards the chest. And just let gravity open those hips here. As we close the eyes and start to bring our awareness to the connection between ourselves and the chair, between ourselves and the earth. Not attempting to control the breath here, but just letting it naturally rise and fall. Trying to not think about anything in the past because it's already happened and there's nothing that we can do about it. I'm not trying to think about the future because it hasn't happened yet. It doesn't exist. The only time that matters is the present moment and what we decide to make of it. And right now, we deserve this time here for rest and relaxation. We've done all of the work, and this is our time here for stillness and for silence. And we can stay here as long as we need to. Maybe listening to a song or an ambient noise in the background that brings us relaxation and peace. And then once you're ready, opening the eyes, maybe looking over each shoulder, beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bringing life into our physical bodies. Once again, inhale, bring our arms wide to the sky, palms come together. And on our exhale, bring our prayer down to the heart space. We'll take our last cleansing breath of our practice in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we bow forward here to acknowledge the beauty and the light that is within us, and to acknowledge that that same beauty and light is all around us. And as we rise through our yoga practice, we walk the earth with open eyes, open hearts, and open ears so that we may recognize and appreciate the beauties and the blessings in our lives today and every day. The light in me sees and loves the light that is within all of you. And to you all I say peace and namaste.